But here's the bottom line is that here's what I figured out. That if I stay in a condo and I can cook do the things that I do at home.
Yeah.
Just to ground me.
Yeah.
It's good.
Well, what happens to the cats?
I have someone watching.
Okay, good.
But it's hard.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Because
I have the same situation.
Yeah, but it's so weird when you really think about it. You get this weird obsessive thing. Like, are the cats okay? Are they going to know?
Well, no,
me?
why don't you let the cats out now?
Coyotes.
But before, why wasn't that a fucking?
I don't know because I was stupid.
And then you had a coyote ate one of your cats?
Probably.
You have no idea yet.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Boomer. I don't know what happened.
You still think about him?
No.
Okay. I know. But if Boomer showed up at your house just randomly, would you be excited?
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Okay, yeah.
It's not going to happen. I looked all over the neighborhood.
Oh my! And that must have been fucking a terrible couple days.
It was the whole thing was horrible because like I had to put that cat. He had to be outside.
Yeah.
He was basically an outdoor cat because he pissed on everything in my house. Like on everything.
I have a cat Ming that's doing the same thing.
She doesn't want to be out either. She just wants to not be stressed out.
But this cat would piss where I ate. He would piss in my luggage.
So, yeah, he was marking everything.
Yeah.
And so like I was just sort of like, well, I was when I was with Mishna, and she was, it doesn't matter. But I put him outside, and I had other cats in the house, and it happened eventually. He just disappeared.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
But it's not
gonna
as
do
sad
that with Mimo. Okay, she's gonna stay in that.
Right.
It was not as sad as having to put two of them down.
Oh wow.
That's the saddest thing. That's the hardest thing. And that's how you know how crazy you are.
Yeah.
Like I had cat, LaFonda had kidney problems and like she was fucked. And I was like doing IV fluids every other day.
Yeah.
And then you just wait around. It's like you give her the fluids and you'd be like, oh, she's going to be good. And like, no, she's not.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And I had to put her, that was the fucked up thing. It's like I put her down before the pandemic, right? And then the pandemic happens, and then fucking Lynn passes away, and then all I've got is Monkey, and Monkey's not doing so well. And I'm like, dude, you got to hang on.
The monkey.
For at least a couple months.
How old was Monkey?
16.
Oh, Monkey.
Yeah. So like Lynn died, and like and all I had was Monkey and this other one, and I'm like, dude, I can't handle it. Like I know you're sick, yeah, and I'm giving him IV fluids, but I'm like, you're just gonna have to hang out for a couple more months.
Oh, Monkey,
and then we'll deal with it.
Did Monkey last?
He did. Well, he lasted until I decided to put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
But the thing that I hate about Monkey, about that whole thing, is like he had other problems, and the kidneys were going, and he had hyperthyroid and all this stuff, and he wasn't happy. He was hiding, and but I still don't know if he could have lasted longer. Of course he could have.
Yeah.
But after a certain point, you've got to make the call. And I brought him in. There's nothing.
Are they visually in pain? I mean, you can just see them.
Cats are really good at like
hiding the pain, but they get emaciated.
They do. Yeah.
And LaFonda was loopy. She got loopy. She was just trying to climb in the toilet, and so it was done. She lost her mind.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
oh my God.
Monkey was doing that thing where they hide because they just want to die somewhere. So
is that wait? That's what
animals do.
When
Even dogs do that.
So Ming is hiding. Is that what she's doing?
She's hiding from construction that's happening.
Yeah, they get
in your
freaked
home.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's having sterile UTIs because she doesn't like new people coming into her space.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. Okay.
Yeah.
But when I brought Monkey into the vet after I'd been doing the fluids, I would literally during COVID, I'd take him to the vet just to get the fluids so he would stay, okay. And then like there was the visit to the vet where I'm like, so what do you think? And the vet, he was a good vet too. He's like, I think do it. I'm like, all right. And I'd already done LaFonda, and I'm very,
oh my God.
And I'm very like I can do that. Like I can be there.
Yeah.
It's heavy, but
But how do you do it?
Well, you just sit there, you hold them, they give them the first shot, which puts them to sleep, and then they give them the next shot that's lethal. And then it's over. And then, you let them take them away, and then you get the ashes. But the worst part is the fucking leaving that vet with the empty fucking carrier.
Oh my God, you're fucking breaking my heart right now, man. Oh my God, it's the worst.
The worst.
Do you get a kitten right away or no?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you have to almost.
Well, I had the one kitten. I had Buster.
Yeah, she's crying.
She's crying.
Terrible.
I can't even deal with putting animals.
I mean,
but it's the thing you got to do.
But why'd you add the empty carrots thing? I mean, I was
because
fine
that
until
is so
then.
real. It's I can't even talk about it because I'm just gonna burst out
This
crying.
is the funniest episode we've done.
I mean, you should have added the empty carriage.
No, and it's
That's a symbol of this. It's just so sad.
but there's something that happens to you because your every move in your home, there is a part of you where you always expect them to be, like in a corner of the house, and then you come home and you think you see them, but they're not there.
Oh my
And
God.
like that is so jarring to my mentals.
Well, I had the kitten. I had Buster. So like this black kitten, this is a whole other thing. Like this kitten showed up at my old house. This little black kitten, and he was like, he was out there. I don't know
Feral?
how long he was out. I don't think he was. I think somebody had him for a while, and he got out.
Yeah.
And he was about maybe 2 months, but he was little.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's very young Buster. Yeah.
Oh, Buster.
Oh, Buster. Handsome.
But this fucking cat, I had him like, it wasn't much, he might have been a year old. He was young, and he ate something. Like some plants or something.
Yeah.
And like he was like throwing up water, and he was like, he couldn't move. And I was like, what the fuck? So I bring him to the emergency vet, or I bring him to my vet, and the vet's like, he's in renal failure. I'm like, what do we do? I'm like, well, you got to bring him to a emergency vet and get him, like, you got to try to save his life. So like, I've always been one of these people with cats, and it's like a hard line to take, and it's not real, but I'm like, what kind of idiot would spend 10 grand to save a fucking cat?
Yeah.
So I got this kitten.
Yeah.
That's Monkey. I got this kitten, and I bring him to the vet, and they put him on IV fluids, and he's in renal failure. And I'm just sort of like, we got to save this cat. The next day, I'm bringing over my shirts so he can smell them. And like $9,000 later, I'm like, thank God.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
God, thank God.
Good story.
Well,
It's a
see,
good
that's
story.
what you spend your money on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like my biggest expense are my animals. And a couple weeks ago, he thought I freaked out because all my dogs, I rescued a crow and I was feeding this crow. It was
bird?
actually a raven, yeah.
Okay.
And I left grapes out for this raven.
Yeah.
I didn't know we didn't know at that time that the dogs were going to get to the grapes. Grapes are toxic for dogs. So all 4 dogs I had to take to the emergency.
Oh my God. That's
And-
LaFonda. Yeah.
But expensive. But then we don't even think twice about it. We're like, of course, let's just like blow all our money on trying to save everybody.
Yeah.
They were fine. They were fine.
Yeah,
Nothing
I mean, there
happened.
comes a point where, like, you realize how much you project onto these animals.
Yeah.
That you sort of lose focus of where they're at, like with the cats, like, because some people keep cats alive just so long, and they've already had a great life, and because they're not in the wild, they're still alive.
Yeah.
But there comes a point you can't just hold on to that, half hour where they're acting normal and think everything's going to turn around. But now I got 2 other kittens. I got Charlie.
How old is Charlie?
He's like almost 2 years now, and he's like such an asshole. Like, Kit worked at the Humane Society, my
Oh,
girlfriend.
yeah. I love her, by the way.
Yeah, she loves you too. And she got, and somebody there had a litter of kittens, and I just had Buster. That's Charlie,
Oh,
a young Charlie.
yeah.
And but it was weird. So Kit gets me a litter, and I picked this like gray tabby that looked so cool, but it turned out the family that had the litter, they wanted to keep that one. So I got one that looked like Monkey, like an orange tabby. It's Sammy. And Sammy's like he always looks scared and nervous. And now, and then he was just stupid. He was like this dumb fucking cat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I going to do with this dumb cat? Like he didn't like.
Yeah.
But
Sammy's still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because eventually you're like, okay, I get him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not dumb. He's just slow. And he's.
We have one of those, but I feel more. I love the dumb ones. I think.
Well,
a
yeah,
little bit
they
more.
turned out to be they're your favorite cats
Yeah.
because they're harder to read, and it turns that's a young Charlie. See how nervous he looks?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But he loves you. I mean, is he purring next to you there or no?
I think he was just sort of like I'm.
What
not
a
sure.
cute cat, dude.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Orange
Sammy?
tabbies are the best. That's Sammy.
But let me ask you, Mark. Do you spend like sometimes I'm at home, right?
Yeah,
And I see my cats, and sometimes I kind of ignore them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so I have to kind of force myself to go. You know what? Spend like 10 minutes with each cat, and and connect.
Yeah, see, I'm not a standard cat person because like I walk in, I'm like, what's going on? Where we at? Buster.
Oh, you talk to them.
Well, Buster talks.
Oh, right.
I always have at least one talking cat.
Okay.
Like I'll go, Buster.
Yeah.
Buster goes, "Meow," and I'm like, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, you
then-
have a communication.
Oh yeah, I'm totally locked in with them.
Okay.